Hi friend, welcome to my channel, and today I will show you how to make 2 cups of rice perfectly. Stay tuned. All right, let's jump right into it. So this is the pot that I'm going to be using to make the rice. This pot is very small. I call it little bit because you can only make a little bit because it's so small. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to add 2 tablespoons of oil, and I'm going to add 1 piece of a green onion. If you don't have green onion, you can also add a garlic clove. And if you don't have either, it is what it is. Just don't use either. I've made it before every single way that I just told you. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put that in the oil, and I'm going to let that cook. My oil is at, my heat is at medium 7, okay? Then I'm going to go ahead and put 1 teaspoon and 1/4 teaspoon of salt. Then I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to make sure I let that green onion cook in that oil, okay? Then I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to add 2 cups of water. 2 cups of water. That is it. Then I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to prep my rice. This is the rice that I'm going to be using, Madam Gougousse rice, okay? You guys, I eat rice very often. I am from the Caribbean. I eat rice almost every day. So I do buy mine's in a lot. Like you see, that's 20 pounds of rice. But I'm only going to be using 2 cups because I'm going to show you how to make 2 cups. And yes, if you're thinking, wait a minute, 2 cups of water, 2 cups of rice. Yes, I don't know who told you that you need 2 cups of water for every 1 cup of rice. That is incorrect. Forget that. That is incorrect. And that's why your rice be looking the way it be looking. And that's why your rice be pasty. Okay, that is too much water to cook that little bit of rice. You do not need 2 cups of water to cook 1 cup of rice. That's why your rice be looking like porridge. But anyway, once your water start boiling like you see mine's was, you're going to go ahead and you're going to wash your rice. You do not want to wash your rice prior to that because it will absorb the water that is sitting in. So when it start boiling like you saw mine, then you're going to wash it. I did wash my rice 3 times, okay? Then I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to take my rice and I'm going to put it into my pot. Okay, when putting it into the pot, you're not just going to dump it. Unless you washed it like in a strainer and it has no water in it, then you could just dump it. But if not, you're going to do it like this, and this is very important. You're going to pick it up, you're going to let some of the water drop, make sure it's not too much water in it. Then you're going to go ahead and you're going to put it in the middle. And then you're going to continue to do that until you have put all your rice into the pot. And you're going to continue putting your rice in the same spot over and over so that it can form a mountain. Once your rice have formed a mountain on top of the water and the peak of the mountain is on top of the water, that means that you have enough rice to satisfy the amount of water that you have, and you will not have pasty rice. That means that you are good to go. If it does not reach the top and it does not form a mountain that you could see the peak at the top, you either have to take some water out or you have to put more rice. One gotta give, but you gotta do something, friend, so your rice don't be messed up. So do what you gotta do. Okay, so I'm just gonna go ahead. I'm gonna try to get all the rice that I can and put it in there. But baby, I had a couple grains left that was taking too making me work too hard for it to come in the pot. So I just had to go ahead and let them go because ain't nobody got time for that. Okay, but anyway, once you got all of your rice into the pot, you're gonna go ahead, you're going to mix it up. Okay, when you're mixing your rice, you're gonna make sure you are scraping at the bottom of the pan. Okay, you are scraping the bottom of the pan, and you're just going to go ahead. You're going to keep hitting it to the side like that, because as you can see, some of them is clumpy and lumpy and bumpy, and we don't need none of that business. So we're just going to keep hitting it on the side to make sure that our rice don't have no clumps and no bumps in it, okay? It is not time to be a couple. It's time to be an individual. All right, you're going to make sure you mix that very well. When you're done mixing it, you're going to go ahead. You're going to let it boil for a little bit so the rice could absorb some of that water, okay? You do not need a lot of water to cook the rice. It's really the steam that's going to cook the rice, okay? So then you want to go ahead and you want to mix it a little bit more. When it starts to look like this, like most of the water is gone, you're going to go ahead, you're going to add 2 tablespoons of butter. And you guys do not worry, I'm going to have the exact measurements and recipe for you in the description box below. Have no fear, you know your girl Freddie is here. All right, so then again, I'm still just mixing my rice. I'm scraping the bottom of my rice. My heat is still at a medium, which is a 7. And then I'm gonna go ahead now, I'm gonna add my butter. Once my rice look like this, I'm going to add my butter, and I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to maneuver that butter everywhere into the rice. I'm going to try to distribute it evenly so every single grain of rice could get some of that butter flavor. This is going to make your rice taste so good, okay? So do not forget to add the butter. This is salted butter. That's the butter you need to add, okay, baby? But if you want to add the non-salted butter, baby, that's your business. You do what you want to do, because at the end of the day, that's your food and you're the one that got to eat it. All right, so then we're gonna just go ahead and mix that all around to make sure the butter has melted into that rice. Then we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna grab a plastic bag. Yes, baby, I said a plastic bag. You can also use aluminum foil like you see I do in most of my videos. But baby, I had a point to prove, because last time I told you guys that you could use a plastic bag if you don't have aluminum foil. And somebody came for me in the comments trying to argue with me, talking about the plastic bag gonna burn if you do that. Girl, bye. If you don't go sit your just learn how to make rice or just trying to cook rice yesterday behind down, I know something. Because baby, I've been making rice ever since I was 6 years old. So don't come to me. Anyway, you're gonna go ahead, you're gonna put your heat at A3. You're going to put it down at a 3. You're going to mix it all around, scraping the bottom. Then you're going to go ahead. You're going to place the plastic bag on top of the rice, and you're gonna go ahead, you're gonna put the top of the pot on the plastic bag. I'm cutting off the excess of the bag because, like I told y'all in the beginning, this pot is little bit, it's very small. As you can see, I put 2 cups of rice and it is full. It is very small, and we don't need that excess bag. It's too much. If it was a bigger pot, we would have just left it alone, okay? But since the pot is so little, we got to go ahead and remove the excess. But boom, we have a plastic bag, and then we're gonna let that sit right there. We're going to let the rice suffocate, and Creole suffocate mean tooth it, and they actually tell you have to tooth it the rice. So tooth it means suffocate. So you got to let the rice suffocate. You got to put your foot on the neck of the rice and let it suffocate so that it cannot breathe. And when it can't breathe, the steam is going to cook the rice to perfection. You're going to let it sit like this, undisturbed, for 30 minutes. Remember, low heat 3 for 30 minutes, undisturbed. And boom, baby, there we go. Look at that. The plastic bag actually sealed it, so all the steam could be kept inside, and that rice could be cooked evenly and perfectly. Okay, look at that. Look at that. Talking about you can't use the plastic bag, it's gonna burn. Baby, what you say? What you say? What you say? Don't play with me, girl. Go find somebody else to play with, okay? Because I ain't the one, baby. If I can't make nothing else, baby, I know how to make some rice, okay? So don't come for me. You talking about what you don't know what you be talking about, okay? Child, I'm trying to tell you. Some of y'all be in these comments, you be loud and wrong. You making assumptions for things you never did when somebody who actually did it trying to tell you what it is. You don't know nothing, but you think you know everything. Find somebody else to play with. I'm not the one. Anywho, look at that rice. It is cooked to perfection. And like I said, you could use a plastic bag or you could use aluminum foil. Whatever you want to do, baby, that's your business. If you know what you're doing, don't let nobody else try to tell you different, because they don't be knowing what they be talking about. We're going to go ahead. We're going to mix that rice just like this, just like that, friend. And there we have it. That rice is cooked to perfection, baby. That rice is not crunchy and it's not soft. It's not pasty. It's perfect. This is how you cook the best perfect rice, the God's gift to earth rice. It don't get no better than that. I'm trying to tell you. That's the rice you cook even when you put in the refrigerator the next day. Your rice ain't going to be hard, because a lot of y'all can't make rice. I seen y'all on Instagram, and I seen y'all on Facebook. That rice look like porridge. Baby, don't play with it. But you know what? It's not your fault. They always told y'all 2 cups of water for 1 cup of rice. Today I showed you that ain't true. Evenly, 2 cups of rice, 2 cups of water, 3 cups of rice, 3 cups of water, and you will get the perfect rice every single time, friend. I'm trying to tell you. Child. Thank you guys for watching. Do not forget to like. Do not forget to comment if you know what you be talking about. And go ahead and subscribe to my channel for more videos. Bye. Until next time.